Hi, everybody. I'm doing our announcement a little bit different today. This is your announcement for History 202 for the week of October 14th. Um, and the reason I'm doing this Screencastify video is because I want to go over the instructions for your next assignment, which will be due on October 24th, and that's going to be a paper. But anyway, before we go there, I want to first tell you about an event. I sent you an email about this called Eat and Complete. It's going to be on Tuesday, October 15th from 12 to 1 here at NMSUA at the Student Center Cafe. And I really hope that you can come on over to our campus and see this event. There's going to be free lunch and t-shirts as well, handed out to everyone who shows up. You can earn bonus credit by coming, and the whole point of this event is for students to come in and see why it's important to plan to complete your degree or certificate program. Now, if you can't come in person and see it in person, that's okay. There's still a bonus credit assignment that you can do as well. All right. So, and you'll find that assignment. If you look at my screen here, you can see my screen. Go to modules, which everyone should be doing. Okay, so there I am. That's our modules page. Okay, go all the way down to the bottom, and you see bonus credit. Okay, and there's the bonus credit assignment that you can click on, um, and there it is. Okay. So anyway, this is pretty cool, huh? You can see my screen. All right. Anyway, I'm learning new technology here. Okay. So next, let's move on. We are now going to start Module 4, and we're going to take a closer look at America in World War II, all the way to the Cold War in this module. And so this week, from the 14th to the end of the week, you're going to just do a self-check quiz, but you're also, and you can see here, it says October 14th through 25th. Okay, so this is going to take us 2 weeks. So this week you want to get your self-check quiz finished by October 15th. And then you're going to want to move on as soon as you can. Okay, so don't wait until next week to start this. To begin looking at this paper assignment. All right, so this paper will be due on October 24th. And this is interesting. And what we're looking at here, we kind of shoot fast forward to the end of World War II, to look at the ending of World War II. And this was, pretty controversial because the United States had this new um, weapon that it had developed right here in New Mexico in Los Alamos, and then we all know it was tested right around here up in at the Trinity site, which is now part of the White Sands Missile Range. But your paper is going to focus on the decision that was made to use the atomic bomb to end the war in the Pacific. Okay, so there was basically it was one war, but on two sides of the earth, you can say. There was the Atlantic theater, the European theater, which was, fighting mainly the Germany under Nazi rule, and then there was the Pacific theater, which was against the Empire of Japan, the Allies against the Empire of Japan, which included the United States. So the decision that President Truman had to make, and he became president unexpectedly when President Roosevelt died, he had to decide how best to end the war in the Pacific because the Atlantic theater was done, and now it was time to end the war against the Empire of Japan. So, what you're going to do is go through all of these pages of instructions. Okay, so this is your introduction, and I'm not going to read it all out loud to you because you can see it here, but I'm giving you sources to use. Okay, so you don't have to go out and research, but you're going to want to read for sure chapter 35 in our textbook, and then there are um, a set of primary source documents that I want you to look through. there's also a website that I think will be helpful to you as well. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Go next. Okay, this is kind of an introduction to the assignment. All right, so read through that. Then, oh, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Sorry. Okay, and let's see here if I can move. Hit next. All right, so let me move myself out of the way here. Come on. All right, here we go. And this is just a zip file of the primary source documents. These are the unzipped documents. Okay, let me move me out of the way. Come on. Okay, this is the website that you're to look at. Okay, this is where I wanted to go. These are the instructions. I might move this so that it's first for your paper. Okay, so I have written an introduction. This is a memo to you from President Truman. And so in this paper, you are going to kind of pretend that you are an assistant to him. And he has asked you for advice on whether or not he should use the atomic bomb. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is to read that carefully and assume that position that you are an advisor to President Truman. All right, so these are your instructions here for the paper. So what you're going to want to do is read your sources first, and then you're going to answer these questions. Okay, and basically you're going to explore the pros and the cons of using the atomic bomb to end the war against the Empire of Japan. Now, this is kind of the part that tricks people up a little bit. There are 3 themes that you want to look for, and they are: 1, a potential Soviet expansion into Asia. So, in other words, the USSR, who has been the ally of the United States, has kind of eyes on expanding their influence into Asia. Okay, and that's mainly China and areas there. So look for that. And then also, you can see my cursor, the idea of a nuclear arms race. Will using this bomb set off a race to build more nuclear arms between the United States and the Soviet Union, the USSR, because they want this technology too. Okay, they're a growing power. And then lastly, casualty levels. Okay, so what that means is how many people might be killed, okay, if the United States uses the atomic bomb against Japan. All right, so that is what you're going to do in your paper. There are also formatting requirements. All right, so follow my formatting requirements. You're going to write your paper in the form of a letter, okay, to the president. It's a formal assignment, okay, so it's not a casual one. And you have to use those sources, and you have to give those signal phrases, say according to or as stated by in blank. And you're also required to put in text citations, okay? So all papers must include in text citations to each source in the bibliography. All right, so all of your sources also have to be in the bibliography. And the style that we use is MLA in history. All right, so this is very important. Now, if you are taking English 111 or you've taken English 111, maybe you have this book. If you have this book, I highly recommend that you use it. This whole section is on MLA. Okay. All right. I'm getting a note saying that I'm running out of time here, so I better go. Thank you for watching. And if you have questions about the paper, let me know now. Read through all of the instructions and then contact me with specific questions and I can help you. Okay. And please get started this week so you're not caught doing this at the last minute next week. All right. Thanks for watching. Sorry for the long announcement, and I will see you again soon. Bye.